I had no idea how badly I needed this game. Doom is a delightful synthesis of old school style and new school polish and shine. The player takes on the role as Doom Guy, protagonist of the original Doom, who wakes up in a sarcophagus and... Okay, I'll be honest. I meant to read the hidden story in all those admittedly well-written data pads and codex entries, but there were just so many demons who needed to be separated from their earthly giblets that I may have gotten a little distracted. The real story of Doom is one of rage, freedom, and redemption, as id Software reclaims its once glimmering throne of violent glory, not through elevation of the genre or innovation of its systems, but through sheer and unbridled skill. Because from the outstanding maze-like level design to the speed and aggressive tactics required in mastering Doom's many blood-soaked arenas, id has provided us with a refreshing reminder of what the FPS genre could be and what it was back in its heyday. In fact, outside of a few poorly plotted jumping puzzles, it's hard for me to even think of a criticism to label against Doom's fantastic campaign. And I don't care about multiplayer, so on to Snap Map. Wait, excuse me, apologies, I need you for a moment. God, P.P.S, I'm in the middle of a review. Yes, I'm sorry, but I need your help. You know how I like to do some scientific experiments on the weekends with cybernetics and or genetic manipulation? You know, just stuff to help me calm down on the weekend. Well, I may have bitten off a little bit more than I can chew, and the entirety of mankind might be at risk. Can't this wait till after the review? Oh, sure, let me just hang on a moment. Ring, ring. Yes, the rest of humanity. Sorry you all died, but Mecha Pig had to finish a review of a first-person shooter game that people care about 2 months ago. I hate you. Well, humanity is saved, and now we're stuck in a dog's brain. How do you expect to get us out of this, oh intelligent master of science? Don't be saucy, it's not a good color on you. Anyway, while I'm thinking of something, don't worry, your precious little review will be in good hands. I have someone on it. Oh, son of a sheep.
I am ReviewBot 9000. Doom has a frame rate of 60 frames per second and a adjustable field of view. Oh, farts. I said a adjustable. I meant an adjustable. Forgive this error.
Oh, Crisps, I have to get out of here now. Oh, it's just for Doom, get over yourself. Hey, I happen to really like Doom, and so did a lot of other people. What's up your goat? Oh, you want to know what I have against Doom? Well, it's a putrid monument to humanity's sins. Its narrative is far too morally simplistic to be deconstructed with any meaning, and its message so vague as to rile those of any ideological standard to some radical response. Well, what? Doom isn't about its narrative? Fine. It's also a game, with weapons that repeat functions, and trite, worn-level design principles that would have been collectively balked at only years prior to its release. Yes, but in fact, what does it say about the game's culture that all you have to do to get people to like an uninspired mechanic is to introduce an even worse one and run it into the ground? Okay, but stories don't have to be moralistic, allegorical, or even applicable. I know that nothing exists within a cultural vacuum, but sometimes context can create its own vacuum, especially when the artwork in question is rather a digital stress ball and or action movie. No one is going to question The Raid Redemption's moralistic standpoint on violence. It's an action movie, that's all it has to be. Not every artwork has to mean something or comment on the human condition. And even by that standard, I think that Doom does have something to be offered. Doom Guy himself is an excellent example of characterization through a visual medium. He never speaks a word, and he has more character in one fist than most protagonists have in their entire bodies. And as far as uninspired mechanics go, possibly the best and only example of innovation in Doom is the glory kill system, in which you gain health by executing enemies. The bigger the enemy, the more health you get, meaning if you're about to die, the best option is to run headfirst into a swarm of enemies and kill the biggest one. It reminds me of Bloodborne's regain system, and is a great way to tie together the themes and systems of the game. Gameplay becomes an excellent loop of violence, retreat, and more violence, encapsulating the old video game adage 30 seconds of fun. To that, what would you say of the game of its origin? Halo, a game in which you do have regenerating health, can only hold 2 weapons, and shove the story down your throat every 3 seconds. Well, I like both. Oh my goodness, did we just learn something about cognitive dissonance? No. We learned something about, liking stuff. We learned something about liking stuff. You said something. What do you say we get out of this dog's brain? Go back to the earth. Does the review just end now? I suppose it does. I don't think I've ever gotten to this point. It feels strange. Like some other crazy event has to happen and take up way more minutes of time. I suppose we're just going to keep rambling till the video ends.